Blood County, a teenager, only given days to live after she was shot during a party this weekend in Jefferson County.
It is just awful news. 18-year-old Kimber Mills' family telling us right now they are, quote, waiting on her body to do what it needs to do. Her sister says Mills will be an organ donor. Mills is one of 4 people shot at that party.
A man is in jail tonight, charged in that shooting. Your reporter, Bria Chapman, joins us now live. Bria, you're hearing about how this community is coming together for Mills, and you talked to another boy shot that night.
Yes, that is right, Morgan. So I spoke to 21-year-old Silas McKay, who tells me he was shot 10 times. He says all he was trying to do was to protect the other young ladies at the party from the suspect, 27-year-old Stephen Whitehead. Now, McKay says he believes he was the intended target, but sadly, 18-year-old Kimber Mills got caught in the crossfire.
I look at her like a little sister to me. I tried everything I could. I wish there was more that I could have done.
Silas McKay says he's known Kimber Mills for a few years now. The 18-year-old is a senior at Cleveland High School and a cheerleader. McKay says they all usually hang out every weekend, but this was the first time they've ever had any issues.
My ex-girlfriend had came up to me at the party and was saying that this guy was and do stuff to this girl named Kimber. And me and my buddy found him. Well, my buddy started fighting him. Well, then I had grabbed him and threw him over my shoulders and had him on the ground. And one of my buddies pulled me off of him. And then that's when he had pulled his gun out and started shooting.
And McKay tells me he was shot 10 times.
3 times in the leg, 1 in the hip, 1 in my rib cage, 2 in my stomach, my finger, 1 in my pelvis, and my inner left thigh.
Although he is still in the hospital, he's expected to make a full recovery. He's already been up, walking around, and while he's happy to be alive, he wishes things could be different for Kimber.
Where he's only just trying to shoot me. Kimber only got shot because she was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I went and seen her yesterday. I got up and got in a chair, and they wheeled me over there, and I sat in the room and I talked to her for about 5-6 minutes. She had squeezed my hand and was telling me she loves me by squeezing your hand.
Kimber Mills' family telling us this morning that she is in critical condition, but not on life support. The family says she is breathing on her own, but with the assistance of a breathing tube. The family saying over 100 people came to the hospital Sunday to show their support. And right now, they are making these pink ribbons at Crossroads Florists and Gifts. They also made a floral arrangement and candles that were placed on Kimber Mills' desk this morning. Yeah, McKay is expected to be released from the hospital on Friday, and tonight the community will gather here at Cleveland High School to show their support for Kimber's family. And the family sharing this statement with us, saying, quote, "She is beyond loved, and we are so thankful for everyone who has showed up to support her." And we see a lot of students here with pink on, showing their support for Kimber. And if you'd like to come out, you have time. The vigil will begin here tonight at 6 o'clock. Your reporter live tonight in Cleveland, I'm Bria Chapman, WBRC 6 News on your side.
Yo, what's up, baby? I said two. Okay, baby, with another video for this for the Wednesday month, y'all, man. I probably do another news out of Cleveland, Alabama area, to where the teenager was to where this Southwestern where to the cheerleader was shot at a party. So she was shot at a party, and how I think she was shot, and I think she might survive. And to where this dude that was on Stephen Whitehead was charged basically with shooting at a party. So it's just that like I said, 18-year-old cheerleader for Cleveland High School is fighting for life as being shot during a party in Jefferson County, which is outside of Birmingham. And so it's in Mills, one of the 4 people who shot. First of all, that was on Kimberly Mills, so she was shot. So I guess she said the Mills is one of 4 people shot at a gathering. The Jefferson County sheriff says that said that, you know, the 27-year-old Steve Whitehead is in jail and charged with, I think, with connection with the shooting that occurred. And so it's another victim age. So arrested went to where another victim is I think 20-year-old Silas McKay said he was shot 10 times while trying to protect others from the from the suspect. So it's just that McKay said he known Mills for several years, and McKay, along with Mills and other friends, would get together every weekend. So I guess trying to protect the female who was shot. So it's just that McKay said that he was hit 10 times, 3 times in the leg, once in the hip, and once in the rib cage, and twice in the stomach, and once each of his finger, pelvis, and inner thigh. So it's despite the injuries, McKay is expected to make a type of full recovery and could be released Friday. So I think she, might survive this thing, but man, I feel it's kind of like sad to where this teenager was shot, at a party. So I think that I don't know. I think this dude, basically, I think that's a fight with somebody at a party, and how the dude ended up shooting and hurting some people, and how this teenager was shot. So Kimberly Mills was, I think Kimberly Mills is one of the basically of the survivors who got shot, and I think she probably might be a hospital Friday. So I think the family is feeling more confident that she might survive this thing. But I feel like people get shot like 10 times or 3 times, means that, like chances are, you might survive or you might not survive. But I feel like, she got shot, and but I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I watched the whole type of news saying that she probably run place around time to where people who get caught up in the whole gunfight means that people may get killed, and I think somebody might get I think somebody might get hurt behind it or might have an injury involved in it. But for this dude, Steve Whitehead's in jail basically for the shooting that occurred. But I feel like every time people gotta be careful about going to a party, man. Like parties can be how folks who want to drink, smoke, party, man, how things can turn bad to where somebody might end up get killed, after over argument, after over the fight, and how one bad incident can turn basically tragic. And but I feel like, teenager, I don't know, I feel like the 18-year-old cheerleader might survive this thing, but I feel like that she might survive and how she might live longer. But I don't, so I don't, let me see, I don't know, that's where it was on an article saying that people, I don't know, I feel like doctor trying to give her, like, I think days to live or something, months to live, I don't know. But I don't know, it depends how the injury might occur, but I feel like the injury might turn a different way. But I feel like, the people might tell her that I think she might live probably, probably next few months or so, a few days, if she might, I think she might survive. I don't know, I think the injuries might be severe, and but I don't know. I feel it's kind of sad to where people can't even go out no more, man, because like folks can't enjoy themselves nowadays because they may get shot or might be killed by somebody, maybe over one argument, one fight went down, and how these dude, I think, blasting people, at the party, with a gun, and but yeah, I mean, I feel I don't know. I feel like that, it's a tragic thing to hear about a family losing someone to gun violence, and how a family might, lose their daughter to gun violence, and or lose somebody, that's personal to them to any type of like violence. And but yeah, man, I feel like she's in, probably, I think I don't know, I read somewhere to where I think her injuries not really that threatening, but she's probably in stable condition right now because she got shot, but she might be at the hospital next few Friday, and if it's approved. But yeah, man, she's, I feel like, I think that she might survive this thing. And I think she might survive, and how she might live long enough. But also, it's sad that to the family of the victim. It's sad for the family who got, that's the one who shot at the party. And but man, I don't know, it's sad all the way around to where people can't even be safe nowadays because, people want to crash out, want to take a life, and how things might turn a different way to where people can get shot. I think it's a bit of a place and a time to where somebody can, get killed behind it, man. But so sad. So make sure you like, comment in, strive for peace. Admire, take care, and peace.